All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here on this Monday morning. Jake Flynn, Alondra Tate, all here with you in studio. Feels good to be back in studio, and I'm going to try to have as much glee in my voice as I possibly can.
Yippee.
During this New Orleans Saints talk. Okay, so let's do this. It's the start of hour number 2.
Okay.
Let's let you take a fresh, deep breath before we get started, and let's get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow Ivy Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now for starters.
All right, it was your New Orleans Saints going down 44-13 on the road in Seattle against the Seahawks. There's so many things to discuss with this game. There's a lot of bad. They were undisciplined. They didn't make plays. They, let up a special teams touchdown, which is always like a recipe for disaster. There's just not a lot of positives to take from this game. Let's look at the tail of the tape real quick. First downs, actually pretty close. Seahawks 22, you had 21. Now, of course, you got a lot of those, when you're in 2-minute offense, basically the entire second half. Total yards, you had 284 to their 320. Passing yards, 233 for the Seahawks, 205 for the Saints. Rushing yards, neither team ran it well. 87 for the Seahawks, 79 for the Saints. Penalties, you had 11. You had 11 penalties. Seattle had 8. You had 1 turnover. But really, anytime you have a defense or a special teams touchdown, which was really the theme of the National Football League. I think you had 8. You had 8 special teams or defensive touchdowns yesterday. It's always going to be very difficult to win, especially on the road. But this thing started to spiral on you, and you never know.
Very fast.
You never know what's going to happen in a game. But it's like, man, I wonder if Alvin Kamara doesn't backpedal and just kind of runs through that first series where Spencer Rattler throws the ball up. Like, if he catches that, like, what does this game turn into? Because you're going to get points. You're going to get points if you get that, and then who knows where the game flow kind of goes. And when you're the New Orleans Saints right now and you're this bad, you can't let any opportunity go by you. So you give the ball right back to them, and they go down, and Sam Darnold hits Jackson Smith and Jigba, and they get a 12-yard touchdown, and then the floodgates. They return a punt. They block a punt. They score again, and you were never going to come back from that. You're not built for that. You're built for how you did in the first 2 weeks. Hang around, stay around, keep it close, have an opportunity at the end. Now, you didn't win either one of those games. We all know that. But that's who you are, and that's how you're going to have any success this year. You are not built to come from behind like that right now. You don't have the experience at quarterback. You damn sure don't have the offensive line to protect you in a situation where you're throwing the football like you had to. And, right now you don't have the receivers to be able to maybe go change the game. So it's a recipe for disaster with how that game kind of played out for the Saints.
It was ugly from the first play. It's one of those things when we're looking at it, and it's a real good case in point. You just brought up one play where Kamara, there's a deep shot, Rattler throws him down the sideline. He turns and starts backpedaling instead of running through it. I mean, he's a running back down the field. You can't expect him.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, it's just not what they practice, right? So, but the case here is we're looking at one random third down play in the first quarter as a turning point to the game. Because of how the first quarter went. They score on their first drive. They get a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown. They block a punt, then a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Kenneth Walker. And then all of a sudden you're down 21-0, and you're looking back at one random offensive play that you could have hit or should have hit, whether it's Rattler's got to put it on better, or Kamara's got to keep running through it. Whatever it is, that is such a minute. When you look at losses in the NFL, you're usually looking at one or two plays in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like, this game was out of hand so fast for no one specific reason except for everybody's reason. The entire team. Special teams, embarrassing. An absolute first quarter embarrassment of special teams. Penalties after penalties after penalties. Put in your offense in situations that you can't overcome in the NFL. This is a National Football League. You can't have 2nd and 20, 1st and 15. You can't have those situations, especially with an offensive line that's not playing well, especially with a young quarterback, especially with probably the talent, the least amount of talent at wide receiving corps from top to bottom out there. Like, you just can't do it, and it's embarrassing. And I can't sit here and say that it's the play caller's fault, it's the coach's fault, it's the quarterback's fault, it's the running. Like, try pointing a finger at one person on this thing.
Yeah,
you're pointing at 53 people. It's just one of those things. It's just embarrassing, and it just got out of hand. Are they that much better of a team than the Saints? No, I don't think anybody's that much better than anyone in the NFL. That kind of point spread, 44-13. There's no one team that's that much better than a team. It's just you still keep shooting yourself in the foot. You cannot, when you are this roster, you can't have 11 penalties.
No,
you can't have blocked punts and a punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It just can't happen. It's inexcusable.
Yeah, you might have only had one turnover, but a block punt, turnover.
Yeah.
I mean, a kickoff or a punt return for a touchdown, that's a pick six mentally, and like what it does to the game flow. So yeah, you might have only had air quotes one turnover. No. You had multiple.
95-yard punt return too.
Yeah.
So he caught it. He had the green. So they had so much disrespect
the green light
for
to catch
the
it on
Saints
the 5.
special teams and the team in general that they're and there was a quote by him too that said head coach gave me the green light to catch it within 5 yards. That's like giving somebody the green light to swing on 3-0.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't do that. You just don't catch it at 5. So 95. So where a semi-competent execution of a punt play tackles him inside the 25 at least, right?
Yeah.
Let's give him a 20-yard punt return. Pretty good. We'll give him that.
Yeah.
Keep it inside the 25. And at least it holds this off, gives your people a chance. But like, man, it is so frustrating because you want to watch and evaluate the quarterback play, but like, how can you?
When a game gets like that, like everything you worked on during the week, all the first 15 and all the, hey, we like this in this situation, it goes out the window.
Yeah.
Everything you worked on that week, because then becomes, I'm in 2 minutes for the entire game.
Right.
And you just have to run your 2 minutes because you're down 35.
And how can you evaluate quarterback play and where you're athletically, where a lot of your young guys are, when you have that many penalties?
Yeah.
And you're not playing the game in a normal down and distance. I don't know. That was a frustrating watch.
Your defensive backs also got cooked all day long. Kool-Aid McKinstry graded out at 29.1%. Justin Reed graded out at 38.6. Alontae Taylor, 51.5. And Jonas Sanker, 58.9. So 58.9 in your defensive backfield was the highest grade. These corners were in a blender all game long. Look, Seattle's got some good receivers. But there was space like I was watching LSU Southeastern. We talk about that space that's not there in the NFL. It was there in this game. So, I mean, DeMario Davis is out there giving you everything he's got.
Everything.
I actually think he still played really against the run. I thought he was great. That's every week. We can't keep coming up here talking about the guy who's one of the oldest players in the league. Being the only guy.
I don't know if you can sit here and name a linebacker playing better than him.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
He's playing incredible.
He's playing at an all-pro level.
He's probably like, hey guys,
hey,
anybody want to join me? Anybody want to raise their level of play and match where I'm at right now?
Hey, can anyone stop flinching before the quarterback says hut? For the love of God, can we line up on the line of scrimmage? Can we not have illegal formations?
Those are all
maybe move your feet on the offensive line and stop holding people.
Yeah. There's a very, very big lack of discipline from this team yesterday, right? And it's always going to start at the top. It's always going to be, something we talk about with the head coach, first-time head coach and all that. But also in the National Football League, man, you gotta police yourself a little bit as well. Like those are penalties you just can't have, and it's so frustrating to watch Demario Davis go out there and continue to give you everything he's got, continue to play well. And it's like, would somebody follow that man? Would somebody raise their level of play to match what he's doing right now?
Yep.
And you don't see it.
And I feel like Rattler has that dog in him to bark a little bit at his team. He's just not yet in a position to do that. And I kind of wish he was, because I feel like he's got a little bit of that in him.
Yeah.
Like at a quarterback, you got to be an a-hole every now and then.
Yeah.
Like if your team needs it. Like if it's in that kind of position. But I don't know. I mean, is who on offense could take that leadership role in that? Like Kamara could. I just don't know if he
It's not his
would.
personality either.
It's not his personality. Like I feel like Rattler has that in him.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably doesn't feel
It's actually a good point.
comfortable enough in his position, even though he's been named the starting quarterback. You got to have some. You got to be able to swipe the card a little bit. Like you got to have some equity built up to be able to do that to pros. And he just doesn't have that equity built up yet. I think it's coming. Like you could look at this game and spin it to where you could take a lot of positive things that he's doing still, but when a game looks like that, even though it's not one person's fault and it's just everything looks so bad, it's hard to spin anything. But I mean, you look at his numbers. Okay, yeah, numbers weren't bad. They were, whatever. But it doesn't matter.
Again, like this isn't giving like Spencer Rattler a free pass. But if you think this is a quarterback issue, I'd love to sit down and watch tape with you. I invite you to actually. Like if you come on, like anybody, a fan, anybody doing this job, if you come on and you're like, oh, as a quarterback, tank for whoever, tank for who? Tank for who? Unless our Lord and Savior is playing quarterback for the Saints, I don't think it really matters. That's about the only person I think that could help you right now. It does not matter who's playing quarterback. You can get the best guy on the board. It's not a quarterback issue. It's not. When your offensive line right now, and you go watch that tape, pocket? What pocket? Pocket presence. How do you have pocket presence when there's no good pocket?
Yep. Miss an open receiver? What open receiver?
I mean, it's
who you throwing it to? Who's Tom Brady throwing that ball to if he's playing back there? Who's Drew Brees throwing the ball to? No idea.
And to Matt's point, and it's a good one I hadn't even really thought about. Like, who's getting on him right now? Like, you look at the dynamic of the offense, and like that's just like it's not AK's personality. He's more of a lead by example. Certainly no receiver right now, not one. It's not Juwan Johnson at tight end. I can tell you that. Your left tackle's a rookie. Your right tackle's a second-year player. Your left guard's a revolving door, and your right guard's one of the worst players in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Who's going to be the voice? Like because also, like age is not the only thing that matters when that voice talks. You have to have respect for that voice. And you got to be like, this voice is out. Like DeMario Davis talks, we're all listening on the defensive side of the football.
Yep.
You would think so.
Yep.
Like
Cam
offensively. Cam Jordan, same way.
There's nobody on that offense besides Kamara that's got notches in his belt.
Not one.
And you got to have notches in your belt to be able to do that. Now, at some point, it does, no matter if you do, no matter if you're young or have the lack of experience or the notches on you, like Rattler's got 7 starts now, 0-7. But at least he's got the starts. He is the one that has to start barking a little bit. Has to.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't rely on the defense to do it because that just is going to – it's just that's not how football families work. Like the defense can't push the offense. Yeah. The offense can't push the defense. So somebody's got to pick it up. But, again, it is a offensive team problem. It is not a one-person problem.
I also don't love kicking field goals when you're down by a bazillion.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's the
that does nothing for you.
Any of the offensive coach's personality to be that guy either.
That's fair.
So I don't know. We'll see. It's got to be. I mean, Spencer has to be the one. Now that we're talking through this a little bit, to be an a-hole because you need it.
Yeah, and you're not. I mean, look, we're not talking about being a bad teammate. We're talking about the opposite.
I think everybody gets I think people have seen it. They've
Yeah.
seen Tom Brady yelling at people on the sideline.
Oh my
in a
gosh.
good way, in a positive way.
I mean, look, you've been a part of it. I mean, Phillip Rivers would walk down the sideline and just bark at us if we weren't doing our job.
But it's the you got to do it in the times that's not seen.
Right.
It starts on Monday, and on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday, Saturday walkthroughs. Like, you can't accept anything less than perfection when it comes to walkthroughs, when it comes to execution and practice. If your team jumps off sides or lineups in the wrong formation in a practice, as a coach, you got to say, I'll be damn sure that that's never going to happen again, because this is what's going to happen to you if you do it in practice. You think if it happens in practice, it's not going to happen playing in Seattle with their quote-unquote 12th man,
which is loud,
pumping in that fake noise? And let's go ahead and give Sam Darnold some flowers. Oh, the Jets, just a terrible organization, and the Panthers.
The Jets
oh,
are
my
just
God.
Awful. Whoa. Panthers won yesterday.
They did. True dat. I'm
Panthers
just
won
saying,
yesterday.
Darnold, the Vikings
Memphis.
the Vikings probably maybe worst decision of the entire NFL this past season.
Oh, the Vikings did.
They did.
They looked great. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
The Jets is oof. And if we're not careful, and I mean this, I swear to God, I mean this. If we're not careful, the Saints will become the Jets. There's a lot of people listening right now that remember the Aints days. I certainly do. I remember listening to the radio, and I'm like, hey, Mom and Dad, why is Hokie so sad? Why is his voice like that? Oh, son, it's because the Saints haven't won a game since Jesus was a boy. Like, oh, okay, cool. And they were the laughing stock of the NFL. And then you became the most consistent franchise in the NFL as far as, the regular season and division titles and where you were. And like, you were the talk of the town. You were a top 3 organization. You're flirting with getting to the Jets territory, where it's just like every year you field a team, you have a stadium, you got uniforms and everything, but you're basically just an exhibition game for everybody else. It's about you're close to that.
You could stop it.
You could.
It can be stopped. I mean, it's not like a no turning back situation. But you can't have stupid mistakes. You can't beat yourself. You can't have a blocked punt and a punt return for a touchdown in the first quarter.
No.
Can't have 11 penalties. Clean up the BS. Give your people a chance.
The percentages, like when you have a special teams touchdown or a pick six or something like that, it's like 78% of the time the team that has one of those wins the game. 78% of the time.
Yep.
So when you have 2 of those kind of situations and you pair them with double-digit penalties and you pair it with this roster, you're never winning that game. Never. Never.
And I don't think anybody was fooled to the fact that Saints were going to be like a really strong team this year.
Right, but the first 2 weeks,
But, like-
I mean, at least you gave yourself a chance.
But like stay in, like compete to where, like, the big thing that needs to come out of the season is the evaluation of your young guys, evaluation of your quarterback. Like, what direction are we going at that? That game yesterday, you can't evaluate a quarterback. You can't realistically evaluate people based on games like that. You get nothing from it.
And also, right before the season, you cut your best special teams player. Just to add insult there. So, not a lot of good. Not a
Did you
lot
see
of
that
good.
touchdown pass, though?
I did.
Hey, touchdown, NFL.
I did. Be careful, Saints, because right now you're trending in a direction to
But
be the Jets.
They did have an NFL touchdown yesterday.
Congratulations.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they were down, I think, 30 when they did it. All right. Well, that's that.
We did
here
it.
on this Monday. Yay, Glee.
And breathe.
The Glee in the
Yay.
voice. That didn't last very long. More OTB when we come back here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com, GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products. And right now, obviously, in some of the businesses that we talk about, documents, and we know how important they are, and you got to have those done, right? You got to be able to have those in hand when you need them. Now, if everything's down and you can't get anybody on the phone and you're searching for help, well, what's that going to do? It's going to set you behind. Your business is going to be behind. That's why when you have GCOP, they are always there because you're going to pick up the phone. You're going to have a conversation with a real human being. They're not going to transfer you 17 times. The person you talk with is a person that's going to help you, and they're going to help you right away. Customer service is what sets them apart. GCOPnet.com.
Hey, Gulf Coast Office Price, Louisiana's lifeline when it comes to how your office runs, how it operates. Offices in New Orleans, offices in Baton Rouge, Mandeville, Lafayette. They are Louisiana through and through, and they're proud to be partners with LSU, the Saints, the Pelicans, whoever it is. So give them a call today. Let them help your office work more efficient. GCOPnet.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Well, we did it. Obligatory Saints commentary last segment. I'm proud of all of us. All four of us. We did it. We didn't say one. I don't think we said one curse word either. Not bad.
Maybe a damn or hell, but
Yeah.
You're the one we got to watch with that.
I do. Okay. The guy does it one time, the second show.
I don't think I've done it yet. I got very close one time. Very close to a word that definitely would have been worse than the one you said. I said most of the syllables, just not all of them.
Which ones?
It's not important.
I'm trying to think of, like, how do you break that word up and say 75% of them? Got to say the last three.
Yeah, just don't end it. Just kind of like fade off.
Yeah, gotcha.
Fade off.
A bunch of U's.
It was a bunch of U's. I blacked out. I was like, oh my God.
It's not that important.
And then, of course, T couldn't handle it. He started snickering. Couldn't control herself for about 3 minutes.
I just wanted to tell you that I was proud of all of us for doing that.
Thank you.
I don't think anybody wanted to talk about it. Not because we don't like them. I'm a new fan, too.
I mean, you did.
That was a rude awakening for a new fan.
Of anybody in this room, actually, you should be the biggest Saints fan because they did pay you money.
I paid you money, too.
Yeah, I got a $500 check for camp.
Sorry, forgot that was not money.
You got that vet minimum, sir. I know what that dollar amount is. More than 500. I'm serious when I say, though, going back to last segment, it's a crossroads for you. It's a crossroads right now.
Player only meeting for sure.
And that ain't gonna help. Oh yeah, Tay, why don't you tell the people that don't know the schedule who the New Orleans Saints have coming up this week?
Yeah, so maybe a bounce back spot for New
There we
Orleans.
go.
Not sure, guys, but they have the Buffalo Bills this week.
Vulnerable.
Look ahead, Gabe.
Look at game for the Bills. Hey, look, the Browns just beat the Packers.
Tua went, like, the Miami Dolphins actually were in the game, and they're pretty bad. So
Vulnerable.
So you're saying
trying to
there's a
pump
chance?
some-
It's still the NFL, Bill. The Browns beat the Packers. So why?
Well,
not
you
us?
just built the Packers.
Why?
Up.
More
not?
than anything,
That was
though,
just you building
to
the
her
Packers
point,
up, though. You know.
their defense kept them in the game, and Miami's defense is awful. So, like, maybe that's where you look.
So, yeah, okay.
'Cause, look, if we
I
have
like
one
the spin
positive
zone.
from yesterday,
Josh Allen stinks.
yeah, sure. Seattle had a huge lead, so they're running the ball a lot. The Saints held them in check in the run game. I think they averaged 2.8 a carry.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Saints' run defense was actually okay. And I know people love Josh Allen, and they're like, oh, he does it by himself. James Cook is a big part of what they
He
do.
is.
He's a beast.
He's a
If
big.
you can,
That's
if you
why
can
they paid
slow
him.
him down, I don't know. I'm not saying you're going to win, but maybe you won't lose badly.
Just show up, right? Don't just watch. Play a game that's clean. Like the first 2 weeks was okay, but it still wasn't clean. Like you still were playing behind the sticks, not in rhythm. Silly penalties, silly mistakes. got to cut. Like it looks such like just an undisciplined team.
Yeah.
When you have that many penalties, that many dumb mistakes on special teams, it's just undisciplined.
You do have the Giants the week after. Which, like, is that game going to be on TV? Both those teams probably going to be 0-4.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Cartoon Network.
Like, I know it's hard. It's hard to even like see a good game though. Like the Seahawks, yeah, okay, they're fine, they're good, and what everything, but like they're not that good.
The Buffalo
They just
Bills
ran
are
you off the field.
16.5-point favorites
That
against
is
the Saints.
huge for an NFL game.
Take the Saints. Let's go.
16.5.
Thank God they put that hook in there.
You weren't going to take it otherwise.
Yep.
Speaking of lines and betting, we put together 4 NFL picks, little party barge NFL picks. Let's see.
How do we do?
I hit the Chargers -2.5 against the Denver Broncos. Alondra hit Chicago -1.5 against the Dallas Cowboys. Matt, you picked the Packers -7.5. They lost outright. Tay, you picked the Texans money line, and they lost to the Jags
Which, okay, like,
outright.
is C.J. Stroud bad now?
Is he a bad quarterback now? He had a good first year.
Caleb Williams absorbed all his powers whenever
he
he
did.
tried to little bro him.
Yeah, he did do that.
Like,
Caleb Williams
Is
was
it-
good.
but like you watch that game, that's why I picked them. I'm like, the Jags are not good, and there were moments for Stroud to win that game. And I mean, short hopping it to wide open receivers.
Yeah.
Really?
Like he's bad. It was not.
What happened?
Golly. And he wasn't great last year. I mean, he was good, but he degressed from year 1 to year 2. This year he's awful. I mean, they're 0-3.
It's crazy because like his rookie year, like good, like really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Like a baller, making all the throws, making all the reads, like doing things that were and playing, like making good throws, getting hit in the face. So that is kind of a shocking surprise that he's not playing that well.
And you look at their defense, like they're 0-3. I think the 20 points they gave up to the Bucs last Monday night, I think that's the most they've given up this year.
Really?
And they're 0-3.
Yeah. Saints are plus
And you picked
980.
them.
Well, I mean, I just thought, hey, he's going to come around at some point. Well, I was wrong.
As far as the pontoon parlay, Alondra hit with Texas Tech +3.5. Matthew hit with Miami -9.5.
Let's go.
I hit with Michigan State +19 against USC. And Tate missed with Washington State +20.5.
I sunk it, guys. I sunk it. It's on me this week. It is.
You sunk.
Apparently, I was awful all over the place because the NFL one lost too. Look, Washington State is terrible. But I'm like, they're at home, a rivalry game, 21 points. Apparently, it wasn't enough.
Should have seen it coming.
It was not enough. So the pontoon
Dang
parlay sunk. It stayed afloat for a long time.
Disappointed all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Almost sure there was mortgages wagered
Yeah.
responsibly.
That's on them. They didn't hear your disclaimer.
They must not have. The disclaimer, don't get addicted to gambling.
All right, I'm going to make the executive decision because there's so much negativity after the Saints talk.
Yeah.
We need some winners, okay? We need some juice. We need some positivity in the room. And so when we come back, we'll get into some weekend winners right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyota.batonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, or if you are renting a vehicle, All-Star is the place to go. Now, obviously, if you're buying new, everything's going to be available, but the cool thing is they've got something for everyone. They've got multiple sedans, multiple hybrids, multiple midsize SUVs, multiple trucks. They got the full-size Sequoia, the minivan, the Sienna. They've got, let's see, the Tundra and Tacoma if you're looking for that truck. I mean, Highlander, 4Runner. I mean, we could go through it, but the point is they've got everything for everyone, and that's buying new, that's leasing, and that is renting. allstartoyota.batonrouge.com.
All right, look, if you are currently in the market, trying to decide what kind of vehicle you're going to get, go to their website, allstartoyota.batonrouge.com. Their homepage, You can look everything they have in the lot. You can find on their website. You can type in what type of vehicle. You can type in what your budget is. Any make, any model, whether it's new, whether it's used, whether it's a long-term lease, they got it for you. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
would you date me on the regular? Would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do.
Because. All right, welcome back in OTB. This Monday morning, I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's and Boudreaux'sElectrical.com. It is not too late to get that whole home generator. They have over 80 in stock right now, ready to go. They come in, they see where they're going to install it, they slab it, they install it. Quick process. Boudreaux'sElectrical.com is the place to go. Find that contact information in the greater Baton Rouge area, on the North Shore as well. Again, Boudreaux'sElectrical.com. I mean, the JT vibes have been great. So we're trying to help the vibe, right? Okay, LSU has a game that you're supposed to go out there and take care of business, which it was great to see them do that. We all remember the Nichols game last year where that did not happen, so it's good to see that did
Did
happen.
what you're supposed to do.
And, but there's no, there's no positives with the Saints.
No.
So at least Alondra's helping out the vibe today with some good music.
Yes, good job. We high schools got taken down too, didn't we?
Oh, what do you mean? Dunham and U High, you saying? Yeah, they did. They did.
Yep. But Garrett
Hold on,
Esquire
where-
had more air yards this year.
Hold on.
This week.
I just went completely blank where Tay went to Walker, right? Okay, how'd Walker do?
That's correct. They lost this Friday, but a close
Oh,
one.
my
no.
gosh. Alondra, how'd your high school do? We need a you don't know.
They probably lost. Let's just say they lost.
No idea.
Walker
0-4.
lost.
Why would I?
Walker lost to Central, who's the defending.
I think
All
where
right.
I went
So-
to high school won, but who I root for right now, U High Cubs, they went down. 28-14 to Catholic.
Tough.
How'd Tyler Lee do?
I don't know how Tyler Lee did. We need to check in. I'm sure they won.
Yeah.
Sure they won.
The Johnson Jaguars won
All right, there you
let's go. Let's go.
Alondra saving it.
against McAllen Memorial.
All right. Shout out.
Oh, they went down to the Valley.
McCallum?
What?
I don't know
McAllen.
who that is.
Yeah. I'm sure they're good. They're in Texas.
Probably.
High school football.
They're in the
usually
Valley.
pretty good. Except Tyler Lee. They suck.
It's Tyler Legacy, bud. Get the name right.
Well, when you were there,
You come
they
to
were
my
Tyler Lee.
house, you get my wife's name right.
Oh, it got woked.
It got one. Yep. It's Christina.
Red Raiders.
Red Raiders. Yep.
Good weekend. For
Yep.
the Red
Yep.
Raiders.
The,
Someone
origi-
even-
the original name got woke long ago.
Yeah.
Somebody-
Before the woke.
There's a San Antonio school that got woke too. It was Lee.
Some would even call the Red Raiders weekend winners.
That's what I was gonna call.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure! We've got too far!
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, weekend winner. Man, oh man, did I not see this coming. How about the Hoosiers?
Oh, baby.
Indiana.
Let's
Holy
go.
hell.
What are we doing?
Coach Signetti. Wow. Put some respect on my name, he said. God, did I have that one wrong. What an idiot I am. I was like, wait a minute. Illinois in favor by 6.5? Indiana is? Oh.
They should have been favored by 53.
Now, the only reason we didn't put it in the parlay is it felt real stinky that they were, but I'm like, still, in my mindset, I'm like, oh, Illinois for sure is going to cover that. Holy moly. Indiana
63-10.
beat the hell out of Illinois. I mean, beat them up.
If anybody wants to know if like last year was a fluke,
No.
not under
I don't
Kurt
think so.
Signetti.
Like Signetti said, Google me then.
Google him.
If you want to know how successful he's been.
And then look, you lose Curtis Rourke from a year ago. It was great. Fernando
Mendoza's a stud,
Mendoza
though.
was 21 of 23 with 5 touchdowns.
So he was a stud last year at Cal. And so EJ, was working for the ACC network. And look, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I did a deep dive into Cal football last year, but EJ had to because he's working for the ACC network. And he kept telling me about this guy. I'm like, he's Cal's quarterback, and his name's not Jared Goff or Aaron Rodgers, okay?
Right.
I don't know anything about him. He's like, no. He's the next one. Turns out he was right.
He was right. So he was. I won't do it, but he was going to be one of my weekend Mendoza.
Go ahead and do it. Just add on to it. Little.
So
section
all right,
B.
Fine. That'll be my weekend winner is Fernando Mendoza, a guy that I had never heard of before this week. He joins C.J. Stroud as the only QB to throw for over 90% completion and 5 touchdowns versus a top 10 opponent in college football history. How about
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty decent.
Yeah.
Even though Taylor's a big C.J. Stroud hater.
Yeah.
In the last weeks, now they played Indiana State and Illinois. The last 2 weeks, he's 40 of 43, 537, 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And he only played the first half in one of those games. So total this season, almost 77% completion, almost 1,000 yards, 14 tuds, and still 0 interceptions. The guy's he has exploded onto being the top quarterback for this year's draft, exploded onto the Heisman watch list. And so after if you look at that top of the Heisman list, like John Mateer, he was kind of at the top.
Yep.
Didn't look like that dude this past weekend. Looked pretty standard this past weekend against Auburn. So, man, watch out for Fernando Mendoza. Good Lord, that guy can play.
Man, you never want to be standard.
Yeah, he looks standard.
Rough.
Yeah, you don't want to be standard. All right.
That is a
So,
rough.
Fernando Mendoza, good for him. With 6'5", too. People love that. 6'5", 225.
Yeah, he looks the part. He is the part, and Indiana is going to be a problem. Who's this year's Indiana? Turns out it's Indiana.
Yep, sure is.
Alondra, weekend winner.
Yeah, you said it earlier. I was going to make the Texas Tech
Absolutely.
Raiders a
Get your
weekend
guns
winner
up.
because, wreck them, get your tortillas out. Even though
Yeah.
it was at Utah, they get the road win. They are now 4-0, and we were talking about it preseason, and I said that I feel like Texas Tech is going to win the Big 12, and honestly, yesterday kind of I don't know how to say it, but it kind of confirmed my bias a little bit because so Baron Morton got hurt and he got out the game, and their backup Will Hammond comes in. He's a freshman and he went off too. He actually led the game in passing yards. Their running back Cameron Dickey is awesome too. Their defense looked really great. And I don't know, Texas Tech, that game was a really good game. Utah only scored 10, but their defense looked good as well.
Texas
They're
Tech.
a good team, man.
Yeah.
They're
Texas
really
Tech,
good team.
to be more physical than Utah in Utah,
Yeah. I mean,
that's
that
hard
was
to do.
a statement win
For sure
from
was.
the Red Raiders, and they are really starting to get noticed. They're ranked 12 now, and so really good win for Texas Tech over the weekend. I'm going to give them a weekend winner for
It
that.
turns out that people do like money, and money does matter.
Wait, what?
It's the weirdest thing.
I like money.
Yep.
I have some. It's in a jar above my fridge. I'd like to add more to that jar,
Yeah.
and that's where you come in.
That's where you come in.
Yeah.
Oil people from Midland.
The oil people have money, Matt?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, a little bit.
They call it black gold, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Weekend winner for me, first off, the 11 a.m. slate this weekend was an absolute stinker, but TCU SMU kind of saved it. Horned Frogs pulled away at the end, 35-24. But my weekend winner is TCU wide receiver Eric McAllister.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch this game, you may not have seen how dominant he was. 8 catches, 254 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the Horned Frogs. He was excellent. Averaged a very mediocre 31.8 yards per catch over the weekend. I'm not sure he got tackled in that game. I'll have to go back and look. But really solid job by him. Eric McAllister, name to watch.
All right, so this has actually brought the vibe up here after
This is
the
pretty
Saints
good. We
talk.
should
So
just
here's what
continue
we're
this.
going to do. Let's take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll each get another weekend winner. Before we take that break, I want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. You can go to rouses.com. You can, figure out which one is closest to you throughout here in the greater Baton Rouge area. And you can check out the deals and the savings they have at your local store. And also, every single Friday during the football season, Flynn and I are going to be out there having OTB on location at the Burbank location. And the cool thing is, we've had somebody come, stop by, hang out with us, eat breakfast, chop it up during the break, whatever. You certainly can come hang out with us. And look, the breakfast bar, it's already going by the time we get there and we start this show. So come have breakfast with us on Fridays. Again, go to Rouses.com. We're going to continue weekend winners when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to TrashRangers.com. Was out in the wild yesterday. Was driving right in the middle of Baton Rouge, right? And if you're wondering if they can help you in the city, they absolutely can. And I saw a red dumpster. I even pointed it out.
Yeah.
Said, hey,
was it a roll-off?
It was. I said, hey, Katie, look over there. A little roll-off dumpster.
Red. I wonder what size it was. Could have been one of three.
One of three. I don't know, but they'll know. And they had a little project going on at their home. And you know what they did? They probably got in contact with Trash Rangers, said, hey, here's my project. Here's what I've got going on. Y'all are professionals. Y'all know. What size do I need? And they said, we got you. And even if you gave them bad information, they'll come, they'll empty it, and bring it back because they got you there as well. TrashRangers.com.
Yeah, residential, commercial, special projects, whether maybe it's sanitation, maybe it's a porta potty, maybe you have an event. They can literally handle anything, trash and waste, disposal, pickup. So if you got a business and you make a lot of trash and they need to pick up 6 times a week, fine. That's fine. They can pick up 1, they can pick 6, whatever it is. They can customize your project. TrashRangers.com.
Is it going? Is it going? I don't know. You're looking for.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hey. All right, welcome back in OTB. We're going to keep the music up in the background. We're going to keep weekend winners going because you know what? We're not allowing the Saints to steal our sunshine.
Not gonna do it.
We ain't going to let it happen.
We're not going to let LSU versus Southeastern steal our sunshine.
Well, I was actually way more excited about that than Flynn was. Flynn just hates local schools.
I love local schools. Love LSU.
Southeastern hydrated?
They are very hydrated.
Okay, well.
Love those guys. And probably should have put some more disclaimers out there. I just want people to, play to their level. Pick on someone your own size type situation.
And guess what? You get that chance this week.
I can't wait.
Against Ole Miss.
Excited.
In Oxford.
I'll be excited.
Why don't you come with me? I'm going. I'll be there.
I don't know. I don't have a place to stay or parking pass.
Hey, I got a hotel room.
Yeah.
You can ride the team bus with me.
That's true.
Yeah. Pulls you right to the stadium. All right.
We're grown adults, so
we're going to keep weekend winners going for as long as we want, because why not? Somebody tagged me in this tweet, and I think it's very funny. There's 2 types of white running backs, cerebral thinkers like McCaffrey, and then just absolute crayon eaters like Scattaboo.
Yep.
Did you hear?
So true.
Absolutely.
I think it was
a crayon eater.
The Thursday press conference from Brian Daboll. He's being asked a question, and you hear a woo in the background.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry, guys. That was Scattaboo. Can you repeat the question? And then they're repeating the question. He does it again. It's like, guys, this is 24/7. I can't with this guy. He's like, he's a psycho.
Yes.
It's really funny.
Yes.
A psychopath.
Crayon eaters unite.
Yep.
All right, Matt. Sorry.
Chris Jones, defensive lineman, Kansas City Chiefs. They played the Giants yesterday, and in a post-game interview, somebody asked him if he wanted to do a jersey swap with Russell Wilson, and he said, "Nah, I don't want it." Weekend winner, Chris Jones.
Why is that?
Nah, I don't want it.
I'm good.
Nah,
I'm good.
fam, I'm good.
Yeah, Danger Russ can keep that jersey and be limited. Because he's very limited.
Really made me laugh and smile at the same time.
Keeping the vibes up. I'll give a weekend loser to Russell Wilson because Jackson Dart came in for a few plays to run the ball.
Yeah.
Crowd is cheering when he comes in. Wilson comes back on the field, and they're standing up booing him all night last night.
Yeah. All hate aside and pettiness. So, hand in the air. Very petty. Fine. Whatever. Own it. If it's going to be, you own it.
Yeah, if
but
you're
like
Tom
legitimately,
Petty,
kind of some
Tom Petty.
Kind of some veteran for a guy that's been a good veteran player for a long time. Some uncharacteristic plays towards the end, like a fourth down in the end zone throw, hits the crossbar.
Yeah.
Some bad
Intentional
stuff.
grounding.
Some bad just optics.
Like the
I
play
don't think
before.
overall playing that bad, but like some of the optics things that he's done, it's just like ugh.
Yeah, it's time.
It's
Just
polarizing.
let Jackson Dart go out there and spin it.
But, yeah, Chris Jones. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to jersey.
Alondra, you got one more here?
Yeah, Marcus Mariota and the Commanders. They were the
yeah.
underdogs going into
There you
that
go.
game, and he's the backup for Jaden Daniels, obviously, and they go in and they get the win as the underdog. So shout out to him getting it done.
Absolutely. They got it done, and they got it kind of done in a big way there. It's a big win. When you don't have your quarterback and you can win a game like that and keep that confidence going, they also had a punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah. Some good backup QB performances.
Yeah, hey, maybe we talk about them because you know what? The vibe's going to be high because the Saints, you're not bringing us down today. Some more weekend winners when we come back, OTB.
Off the bench.